Welcome back, ladies and gents. We're heading over towards Anubis to see how this one will continue. Team Spirit putting up a very solid victory in towards map number 1. sAw now left questioning, can they pull it back on a map that they play, but I wouldn't really say it's one of their strongest.
Very true. And of course, it is Team Spirit's home ground at the moment, to be honest. They are on quite the streak on this map. Feeling very confident. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. The contact mid. I think we were all surprised they've made it that deep. Smoke comes in. Saw the bomb leading the charge and will indeed find the first frag. I think they know what is up, though, on that Team Spirit side of things. And 2 players out in towards main. Could be big here. We'll see. Oh, my goodness. It's an awkward fight. Arrozdoce does take Zontic. Frost in for another and a third. Oh, what is going on with these pistol rounds, man? They're getting cut off on the rotations. Magic has to do God's work from over there, and he is indeed doing just that. MUTiRiS alone, surrounded, trying to isolate the fights here as best he possibly can, but he cannot find the headshots, and Mr. Artfrost in for a 4K.
Messy, scrappy, but all that matters is Spirit, of course, taking it. That one very nearly swinging the other way. It has to be said, but what matters most. Spirit cleaning up. Credit to Artfrost as well. Well played. It is a bit of a tradition as well that AWPers also end up being just incredible pistol players. And Artfrost, no different to that matter. So, the positive. A bomb plant means the potential buy. Normally, a team would buy here. Yeah, okay, cool. I was going to say, they waited suspiciously long. Yeah, they are going to go in for that investment. It's the right thing to do in this sort of situation. So, Corgalil, 1 Mac 10 to work with. Not a lot of utility, so also means they can't double pump fake and execute. They have to commit to it. Post spawns are going to be quite difficult to set up too. So, we'll see. But Artfrost very quickly, second round, AWPing off the back of his quad kill.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. He's feeling confident, I suppose. Gonna take the contact angle, and they line up. Oh, he keeps on fragging. He goes back in for more, of course. Of course he does. Ontix is here. Oh, but going to go down through the smoke. That's a pretty big frag. Leaves the A bomb site. Right for the taking. Chopper has to play this perfectly. Trying to stay alive. Trying to buy some time for the rotations. Perfectly played. MUTiRiS on 29 HP. Surely not a chance again. Chopper trying to play around with the time. Tagging slightly. Each peak. Beautifully done. A little closer in the end than maybe we expected after that collateral. But Spirit up for 2.
I love the confidence of Artfrost, don't you? He's just so happy to just continue taking fights upon fights. All play from him. Really, really nicely done. So, of course, we find ourselves now 2-0, of course, for sAw. No bomb plant this time, of course, means no buy. Now it's in a bit of a different spot in the sense that, similar to what we saw in towards map number 1, sAw going to fall behind relatively remarkably here. Ontix drops the smoke, going to play behind it with the MP9. Well, he's expecting a rush there, but sAw are playing a very slow start to this round.
Nothing coming off of their quick mid drop. It's actually going to be aggression out from B here. Solidly done. Trying to work their way around. Lots of information being gained for Team Spirit right now. Magic in for another. Yes, he is. And there's only a few areas in which they could be now, right? So, like I say, Spirit in a really good spot. Magic's going to keep moving forwards. Now, it would actually be the T-spawn play. Yeah, Doncaster just keep his wits about him a little bit here. Loses his life quite quickly. That will allow for the bomb plant to come in, but a 4 versus 2 with just the pistols, you feel like should never happen. Still, plan, kill, let's get a few more kills and maybe they'll be happy, but in the end, not going to go that way. Easily done, of course. Team Spirit looking very, very good. We need sAw to make a mark with the rifles now.
Yeah, I think one of those ones again for sAw, you can actually say that's not the end of the world. And that low buy like that, get that bomb plant, it's basically all you normally ask for. Means you get all the trimmings. But story can go into an AWP as well to challenge Artfrost. So that's a positive sign. It's a question of does he do it? Some teams have been opting against AWPing on the T-side of Anubis, but no, Story is going to pick one up himself. This is a fight that was pretty one-sided in towards map number 1. Artfrost looked so damn solid when he was called upon, that is. So yeah, right now, So this is the round that has to be a catalyst to further success. They have to start chaining them together. If they don't, they're going to be in trouble here. Team Spirit when they snowball. Feel now impossible to stop. Tornado coming through. Bounce off the ledge, catches Donk and Magic's pretty damn low, in all fairness. And for Team Spirit, this is technically a bonus by, you know, kind of bringing over those MP9s of the round prior. Sore aware though, scared about over-facing. Chopper gonna fall away.
MUTiRiS just spamming away. Of course, nobody on the other end of that smoke. Pretty heavy B hold coming through. It's interesting from Spirit though. We are noticing in the early rounds, and again they are very early, but not a lot of mid presence from them actually. Just pertaining to the bomb sites really, and trying to play around those setups. I guess there's not much need with the lead that they have for them to get aggressive, so it does make sense. And as you can see, sAw still have to get the utility and the manpower down to take the mid control anyway. You just have to be aware that they could have control of it, and that's exactly how Spirit are playing.
Oh. Trying to get a little bit of space. MP9 really more the same as well. Zontix. Hello. Early fight for him. Might get another as well. Doesn't he realize he's sticking around? Zontix for double with the MP9 against the rifles.
Oh, lovely from Art Frost. Keep it coming. Yes, he does. Onto the USP to close out the round. This guy is taken over. Every time he's been put under pressure, he's in for multi-frag moments. Oh, it's scary. It is very scary indeed. sAw, again, falling very, very flat there on the attack. Team Spirit starting to expand that lead the same way they did on Vertigo.
Yeah, and you can already see why sAw are going for that early pause, man. That at the moment, they're bricking it because I understandably so. They're in a lot of trouble. We know this is not a great map for them. You know, just looking at the raw stats alone, granted some of these are incorporate CSGO, but, you know, they're playing 9 times last few months with a 22% win rate. It's not a great map. It's really, really isn't. The 2 wins they picked up was a 16-10 back in Go over Zero to Tenacity and a 13-5 in Challenger League, in all fairness, over Rubik. So, it's not a great map for them. And, you know, at the moment, they've been in a really pretty big rot on it. Losses to Monty, fair enough, understandable, but then a loss to Wildcard you'd never really hoped for, and then, of course, a loss to Phase 2. So this is, at the moment on CS2, it's arguably got worse than what it was in Go for sAw. Really see how this team are struggling. 1-0 down, Team Spirit are flying. Half by the sAw, flying in to fight it. Might work as well. A lot of damage being dealt there towards Chopper, and Arthur will fall.
For a second it was dangerous, wasn't it? But as you're getting those words out, 3 kills coming in easily for the B defenders in particular. They tried to maybe catch them distracted by the presence in towards the mid area, but didn't really happen in the end. MUTiRiS somehow survives movement, just on the Mac 10 here, of course. No bomb. Plenty of time. And he's maybe going to go for the round the world. So we'll check in with him in about 30 seconds or so, as he is taking the long way round.
The scenic route, they will call it.
Yes, indeed. It's a nice map. It is a nice map. And now he's slowing down, taking a look at the boats, you know.
Just the sights taking them all in. Beautifully
longing
Egypt.
for the sea.
Longing to run away from this performance right now
yeah.
of the team. This is, he's got no chance. At the most, he gets 1 kill. And even that, I feel like it's a big ask because, I can say, because he's getting checked, but Donk actually doesn't fully clear the corner. Doesn't matter though. Magic Swill. The AWP, not a gun that we see him on all too often, but 3 kills to his name with it. Not bad at all. 5-0. A massacre here on Anubis right now. I think it is absolutely safe to say that if sAw can't find a round within maybe the next 2, that I don't feel like they have any sort of chance.
Okay, big one here, of course. Story out on the AWP, looking for an early pickup towards Dark. If a peek's going to come in, I mean, Donk is just around the corner. But not going to fly round 4, and they will play it safe. Decent amount of respect being shown. Bit more aggression from Spirit this time, particularly towards the mid doors. But nothing quite coming off. No kills presenting themselves just yet.
Let's go. Temporarily quiet. Nice swing from ewjerkz, though. He'll find his first kill so far this series. Magic's could be in a little bit of trouble, too. I'm pretty sure Magic's in a known quantity here. There he is. He's in a lot of trouble. Down he falls. The spam plus the molly. Only one result.
Looking good, though. Bomb going to go down here for the sAw side of things. Oh, the nade's a bit late. Still does a little bit of damage, but no kill come off, which I think is what they would have wanted. Zontix with a nice find will allow for the save to come in, but ultimately they are giving the round across to sAw. Taking them some time. sAw on the board, but again, similar energy to Vertigo, just playing catch-up at the moment, and they need to hit a good level of consistency, something that they really did not have on that first map.
Yeah, I think, you know, for sAw, and from what we've seen so far, the story has just been massive levels of inconsistency. That's a really nice round. All things considered, really well played. They're very aggro, getting in the face of the Spirit side. However, they aren't able to chain those sort of rounds together time upon time. So, taking a couch on the way out. Actually, not what they would have hoped for there. Trying to keep as many guns alive is the big thing, just to keep some stability. Another thing they've struggled with. Yeah, I can see Spirit, they're going to go for their first attack pause. I don't think they're too worried right now. I think it's probably just one of those things about icing out your opponent. Just make sure that sAw don't get kind of too comfortable or too confident or anything of the sort, and have a little time to have a conversation. They've got plenty of funds to work with. They're in a very strong position right now. I think it's safe to say at the moment they don't really need to worry for now. Just make sure that sAw start chaining them together.
It's respectable. It is very respectable. I like it from Spirit, actually, to just send the fear down into sAw, and of course make sure, like you say, that there's no stringing together that comes in. Also, a show of actual respect from Spirit, I think, to say that, okay, we recognize these guys could start this ball rolling. We don't want to allow that to happen. So we like it. We like it all round from Spirit. Another slow start into this round, though, from sAw, as they are, again, sort of keeping the eyes towards canals and everything. ewjerkz will move a bit faster than usual, however. Solo play from him. Gets himself into dark quite early. This is a fantastic spot.
Super aggro from him, but he might get caught in the swing. He will. So Magix takes a frag, just falls away. No, he doesn't really need to overextend. Also, probably expecting that ewjerkz would have had support. He's a little bit surprised he didn't. They have made their way out towards A, and arrozdoce now playing retake.
It's going to be difficult here to make their way back in, I feel. A little bit of utility. Oh, and the kid Starfrost just comes off the scope. Magix is able to trade out, though. Oh, and definitely should have been taken down there. arrozdoce with a mare. Story caught in the lion's den, unfortunately. Magix with the 4K. Should have been 2. Should have been 2 maximum in this round for him, but wow.
Man, what a round from Magix. He's played that so well, but sAw have played that so badly. He's done a super solid job of isolating fights there in a very, very easy way. Easier than it definitely should have been. I think it is safe to say, man. But well played. Really, really well played. Team Spirit 6 already on the board this early and towards the half is pretty alarming. I think where we find ourselves now, I think it is absolutely safe to say that the chances of sAw in this series are getting incredibly slim. They're leaving so little time to work. Hence, they're going to go for a second tactical pause. And I think it's safe to say, at least in my mind, I don't know about yours, Griff, but I'm feeling like the chances are pretty slim at the moment.
Yeah, it's starting to escape them now, isn't it? And I mean, a round like that is really going to be difficult to bounce back from, really difficult to deal with, I think, in your mental side of the game. Yeah, and then they just have a few things getting away from them. Money is there, but difficult, right? So they can't keep suffering these losses round in, round out, especially without the bomb plants. Really, really tough position for sAw to be in at the current time. Maybe there is a world where they can close this gap few more than last time out, right? Give us 5 and I think they'll be comfortable, but getting there is going to be tough. There is, of course, only 4 rounds remaining, so it's a bit of a monumental task at this point.
It feels slim, to say the least. Another one of those rounds. Must win is without a doubt here. Molly will come through. Oh, Zontix could not escape. Chopper will get a flash of his own out though, just to deny any sort of early presence. Going to park up behind that smoke. Still got A-side control is the main thing, and it has bought time for a rotation over. So Zontix, when he dies, he does enough just to keep them at bay. But arrozdoce, he's a known quantity, makes noise. Oh, it's messy from Chopper, but he gets the kill.
Yeah, that could have really gone south fast. He's gonna... What is going on?
What is going on?
What? What's happened? It was already mad enough that he was pushing forwards on 3 HP, but then Magic's like, no, bro, I gotta get this Molotov down. Oh my god, mental. All right, we're back to a 3 versus 3. Nade onto the smoke. Trying to give the gap here, but Magic's it actually ends up costing him. I'm still reeling. 3 versus 2 on the retake here. It's all falling apart. You can see in this round. Comms all over the place. Donk way too aggressive. Artfrost nowhere near him to get a trade in. So I think this all will move to save. Despite the amount of cash that they have, there's just no way he gets in. That is absolutely mind-blowing.
What a wild, wild round there. I don't know what the miscom there was. It feels like the comm was, oh, I'm going to molly main, and then Chopper just completely ignores it running forward. Molly main would have actually, I mean, would have been the right decision there in like every single facet. Yeah, super weird one, I think it's safe to say. But of course, Artfrost gets himself a constellation on the way out, like he's been doing more or less every round. 11 kills to his name. Magic's just ahead on 12. Magic's a really good start to the first map as well. Very confident player when he gets going. sAw are going to find their second. Again, it kind of reaffirms the ideas we've been talking about, you know, inconsistencies and about these kind of flash in the pan moments from sAw. But at this point, it's better than nothing. I think for sAw, a side who have struggled to really even get the ball rolling, just to have something on the board to build some level of confidence is good. Considering they only have 1 tack pause left as well, I don't really think they have much left to talk or change about. They just have to find their frags. They've been losing their 50s. Things could change here.
Yeah, may well be a lifeline. May well be a lifeline. We'll see. Chopper on the gimmick angle here. Close, isn't it? He's going to peek up and lose his head. Felt like he had to take a fight there. Maybe that molly would have spread to him. We'll never know. Man advantage for sAw. That's what we do know. Dom unable to stick around. Mid control coming in for sAw again, as well as that man advantage. So a pretty good spot for them.
So, again, looks like the main aggression's going to be taken off. Frost ain't missing those. Gets one before he's traded. Now B-side pretty vulnerable. Dong. Oh, that is a messy fight. Doesn't come out too nicely from him, but Zontix trying to bring the numbers back level.
Retake in full swing here. Bit of noise made in... Oh my goodness, this is so awkward to fight. Roman's also watching it. Yeah, not a chance, man. Donk on 10 HP. Can't even make it out alive. Looking good for sAw. Looking good. They've still got a bit of work to do before they fully break the bank, but they are closing this gap, which is nice to see. Another timeout for Spirit coming in.
Yeah, I think at the very least, Spirit, they understand that kind of where they are right now. The big thing is because of how strong they've started, just make sure you close out this half in a pretty immaculate fashion. Kind of, I'd probably say kind of minimum 8, the way they've been playing. I feel like that would be pretty deserved. We'll have to wait and see. So attack pause taken. An opportunity just to, you know, once again, converse here about, you know, what's been going right and wrong, making sure they don't let sAw back into this game too much. They do have a buy to work with. It isn't exactly a dream one. I'm going to make something about this work. They've got double MP9. Artfrost. Yeah, he will have something on the floor, yeah, because they're all saved over. So, yeah, not the end of the world right now, but I still think there is definitely some cause for concern in the sense that if sAw get confident, their CT side could start to find some good ball.
Oh, a little bit of a leg. Frost. Oh my goodness, he's so fast. He's so fast. ewjerkz is definitely saying I was behind the wall, but all the same, the kill comes in. Donk will find arrozdoce. And a solid man advantage to work with now for the defensive side.
Waiting for an opportunity as well to continue putting the pain on as well. That AK spotted. The nade will come over as well. Decent little chunk. Oh, the fight not looking good. A flawless round, in fact. Just to rub it in. Man, not bad. Not bad at all. This is a dream performance so far from Spirit for the most part. It just looked so good overall. There's only really ever been one competitor, it seems, similar to what we saw in towards Vertigo. Great work, though. Really is deservedly in this position right now. Third and final pause being taken. And honestly, I don't really know whether there's any sort of chance of getting into this anymore. I feel like they've kind of let any sort of opportunity slip. Let's see. 1AK. Actually, I'm going to go for a 4-spy here. I'm quite, surprised by it in the sense, but I guess they can get 3 rifles. That Story can't. Which I guess does make things a little bit tougher, but we'll see what the decisions to be made here. 1 Galil, 2 AKs, a Krieg, and then ewjerkz down to just a Deeg. Not the best of situations, but at this point, sAw really don't have anything to lose.
All right. Let's see. Slow but sure moving through into this round. Like you say, an important one and a difficult one for the T side. They have really struggled to get their foot on the gas all series long, to be honest. Not even just in this half. Zontix, thought about the peak. He's actually moved away from it. So they're playing nice and safe here on the Spirit side of things. Nades don't really do too much, but just the presence there is important. MUTiRiS with a lurk out through middle. Gets one. Looking for another. He might have an opportunity at the fight here as well. Zontix going to give it to him on the swing, but just couldn't quite lock him down. Chopper falls as well. Somebody's got to go absolutely nuclear here. And it has to be MUTiRiS by the looks of things. He's got so many enemies coming at him from all different angles. In for a reposition. Only 8 bullets to play with. Needs to net off this reload. He's going to get it. Roman, the next goal. MUTiRiS is so low. MUTiRiS with a hell of a round. Oh my goodness. What a hold from this guy. Absolutely out of this world. 17-4. That is glorious.
Gee, talk about letting it slip, man. My, oh my, MUTiRiS masterclass. And he's still on for the ace, technically speaking. Story coming from hieroglyphs. They are rotating away. Interesting as well, considering the bombs dropped, but they're just sticking together. It's not the worst plays. That kind of pack mentality, so to say. All right, now he's been heard, though. He'll get a bump on off, which I guess is a positive sign, but overall, only going to go one way. MUTiRiS with the ace. And the defuse as well. A beauty of a round from him. So damn deserved, man. A thoroughly impressive round from the experienced man. One of the most experienced men in the server, putting up just a stellar display. That was so damn good.
Yeah, just unbelievable, isn't it, really? Unbelievable. And you have to feel for sAw. They really just cannot buy around. They look to be in the perfect spot. Could not close him. That Molotov, you know, the reload, right? There were a number of opportunities to overwhelm him, but he just plays so well to stay alive. That's what he was after. He wasn't really after the kills, necessarily. He was just trying to buy a bit of time and change the engagement so they would work for him. And, yeah, just beautiful Counter-Strike, really. Team Spirit, really looking fantastic. You know, we've got Mr. Donk. He's been a bit quiet here. Artfrost looks good on this map. And we had MUTiRiS on the previous map as well. A great series coming in from MUTiRiS overall. He's on the secondary orb here. He will find the first of this round. Will be traded eventually. The bomb site a little bit vulnerable, but Donk holding in from dark. Going to give them the space. It's a solid 4v2. Really not going to be easy to get this one rolling up. Frost has all the information now as well, so they should be able to get it done from here. Well held from Art Frost. Nice little reposition from arrozdoce. Can't find the kills though, man. Needs to get these heads faster than that. Will find the first. 3 more to go. Smoked out. Surely now they just have bomb control on him at the end of the day. To go jumping in and loses his head eventually. Felt inevitable, as did this half. 9-3. Once again for Team Spirit. Looking fantastic. And I mean, man, they should be able to close this out now. We will be taking a solid break here, folks. We will catch you in the second half.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with what could be the final pistol of this series. We'll see. Team Spirit want to make it that way, of course. With a 9-3 scoreline, they absolutely should be able to. Can they kick things off with a victory here? Zontic's taken low. He's also not bought anything. All right. He won't be buying anything now. There's no time, and, you know, well, that's weird. Anyway, they're going to go for the B execute here. Smoke down. Following up off the back of it, couple of flashes. So many CTs here so quickly as well. ewjerkz and Roman both going to chime in for frags. The Glock's trying to even the situation, but certainly going to be a challenge. Magic's, of course, adding to his kill tally. Eventually finds the kills round the corner. He just can't stop fragging. 2 versus 2. Low HP bars dotted about for everybody. Magic's trying to stay alive. Ultimately, there is no kit available for the sAw boys. I like it from Magic's to back off. Maybe get Zontix to be that first peak. arrozdoce going to go into Magic, but he is far too dangerous. The ace picked up for the absolute beast. 24 and 5. It just doesn't stop for this guy.
He's incredible right now. There's nobody in the server even close to the kind of level of impact he's been putting up. Immaculate work, it has to be said, from Magic's. Just like that. 10 rounds found. I think it's more than safe to say that most people, ourselves included, have that feeling that this one's on its last legs. It's been a one-sided affair. Spirit are too damn strong right now. Credit to them, man. Credit where it's due as well. Double AK. Artfrost, not invested far from armor of a util. He's hoping to save off the AWP. And of course, I'm assuming probably try and pick something up off a corpse. Be a little bit of a either cannon fodder or, of course, kind of baiting a tad. Saying for towards Chopper. He doesn't have as much money, though. Pistols. Gonna struggle here, you'd assume. Artfrost takes a dink, and he will be traded.
Not a bad result for the USPs, I suppose. Give us one more of those, and I think they will be happy. The A bomb site, though, of course, has nobody on it, so should be able to get the bomb down pretty easily. Donk hungry for the eco frags. Chopper needs a bit of assistance to deal with arrozdoce here, and he does well to find one, but that, of course, will be the round 11 to 3. sAw have got to win this, then the next one, then the next one after that, the next one after that, then the next one after that. So they're going for a while here, guys, is what I'm trying to say. This is going to be a difficult comeback, but road to recovery does begin here. First step is often the hardest, they say.
Yeah, that's one of those things. I think at the moment we find ourselves in a very interesting spot for Team Spirit. It's just more a question about how they close this game out, because you know, they're not really one of those teams that like to play with all that much flair. They're very methodical in terms of their approach. We maybe see them test a few things out. They've got room and kind of rounds and spare to maybe try out a couple of set plays they haven't really tested in official yet or anything of the sort. I'm interested to see what they go for. Of course, Artfrost, that little orb that we forewarn. Let's see what the play is. Triple AK and that Galil in the hands of Chopper. Chopper, one of those IGLs that's more than happy to play on the slightly lesser weaponry. Let his young rifler shine, of course. Probably the most experienced one on the team in terms of that rifling core, and that of Magic's is the one who's farming. 26 and 6. Just massacring the server right now.
Yeah. Mental. Absolutely mental. I mean, it's a good scoreline in Go, but it's a brilliant scoreline in 2, and especially after only 15 rounds of play. Just crazy. Yeah, and you look at the rest, it's just kind of funny, isn't it? Zontix and Chopper just sleeping, and they're still winning. All right. B-take on the way. 3 sAw players on the defense. Molotov's not quite reaching ewjerkz here, so he is more of a nuisance than they were expecting, and they managed just about to get the bomb down, but it has cost them everything. Artfrost alone against the world. On the old AWP, maybe this would be doable, but with only 2 bullets, it's not going to happen. He gets his head ripped clean off. Fantastic little retake there from sAw.
So, sAw, stay alive. A silver lining. And of course, like, most importantly in my eyes, I think for sAw is just getting anything out of this game. If we go under kind of the stipulation of sAw basically not really having a chance here, I think just them coming into this and saying, okay, let's see if we can test a few things. Let's see if we can just do what we can against basically one of the best teams online right now. Or I guess one of the best teams in Tier 2 without a shadow of a doubt. Then you really can take, I guess, whatever you can out of it. It's been a rough display for sAw. There's no 2 ways around it. They have really struggled to get that ball rolling. They've really struggled to be in this game. Basically at all. What can I make out of it? It's a bit messy in towards spawn. Dunk will fall already. They were kind of playing past the parcel with the AK, and Magic's didn't have a pistol, so he had to go run back for that. All that for a Glock. 1 AK in the hands of Zontix. What can the youngster do with it?
Just chilling for the time being. Maybe talking things over, coming up with a plan on the fly. Where are they going to use this one flash, you know? Who will handle it? It's a little bit like hot potato at the moment. That flash has been around. 50 seconds left. And a reposition for the bomb here. Chopper going to try and make some noise towards A, it looks like. Just, you know, keep their attention over there. Make sure the B bomb site is nice and weak. Oh. Spotted a shadow there, I think, but unable to capitalize. Like I say, now knows that there's 2 on A with that flash coming in. And indeed, they are still sticking around on the bomb site. 20 seconds left to go here. Double peek for the Glocks. We'll figure out where the AWP is. Flash from artfrost. Oh, is it going to be sound here? I don't think so, unfortunately. Lovely shots. Well held, well prepared by sAw. Little gimmick type round from Spirit. Doesn't really work.
I respect the idea. But of course, yeah, it's one of those ones where we don't really expect all too much. And of course, that, of course, is what happened. So, Team Spirit back into a bye. Not exactly a comfortable one in the sense there's a quadruple kill. Of course, they do have the old fabled Artfrost AWP, and he's pretty damn crisp with it. Might be enough. Story is starting to find form in himself, though. I guess isn't too bad. Story is someone who, once he gets going, can be so difficult to deal with. They already face off in towards lower water, but nobody falls.
Quiet one. Very quiet one again, Spirit. They've done this throughout the game, I think, showing an awful lot of respect across the sAw, despite what the scoreline might say. So it is very cool to see that they're still keeping that kind of mindset. MUTiRiS, though, will continue to put respect on the sAw name, in fact, in practicality. A lovely find from him to open up proceedings.
It was all good quiet as well off the back of that initial pickup. MUTiRiS is so low, so his ability to be traded is pretty easy as things go. He's been held for here. Do they expect him? The answer is no. Goes ahead. He'll forward to the Glil. Quick trade from Roman. Gonna come through. Donk. Finding no impact here, and the smoke misses. It was meant to bounce on Roman towards CT, but actually ends up landing quite kindly.
Not bad on the trades here, but unfortunately just not enough manpower in the end to get anything going. 11-6. Not bad for sAw. They're keeping the bomb plants away as well, right? Forcing a timeout here from Spirit. They don't like the way that the start of this rifle usage feels on the T side. Obviously, 11 is a really good spot to be in, but they just want to close this one out, and I think they are at a point where they're looking a little bit above sAw in terms of where their games are at, so they want to make sure that they're taking results like this as cleanly as they can, and therefore they'll have a lot of tape to go back over what works, you know?
I think it's also one of those things right now. We've seen teams in kind of the online of tier 2 have this sort of inability to close out games, and it is also quite a concerning thing. On LAN, you will get punished for those level of inconsistencies. So for Spirit, we just want to see them now at this kind of level of a first half, a 9-3. You really should be closing out pretty comfortably. Of course, this round really won't really make too much of a difference. So get a bit of a freebie here. Here's the thing as well. While Artfrost has 2.6k plus loss bonus, even if it goes towards AWP, I think he might have to go in towards half armor, and even then might even struggle with Buto. So might be a little bit of a scrappier AWP pickup than maybe what they would have hoped. This is a little bit of a throwaway. The attack pause, without calling attack pause kind of vibe. They're smoked out of A main. Got no real info towards B main as well. I think arrowdroce understands that this body's behind that smoke, and he does. Spams through his on 6-4.
arrozdoce, nice and aggressive for him. He's going to drop the bomb with that one as well. The smoke comes in at the perfect time to just mow them all down. Easily done. See what the move is then. 11-7. Only realistically a couple more buys remaining. You have to be honest. So Spirit do have to be very careful from here.
Yeah, it is one of those things as well. I think right now, for sure, this is a very confident CT side. When you've looked at this map and the stats and the recent runs they've had on it, they have been pretty much getting, destroyed more often than not. It's not been a pretty map for sure at all. It's good to see them now picking up a little performance. Obviously, safe to say they've been working on it quite a bit. Very late coming through the Molotov deep. Double stack behind it as well, and a flash to deny any sort of push after the molly fades. Nicely played, but Dunk allowed him into MUTiRiS, so he's a known quantity. ewjerkz is going to fall a little bit further away.
Magic's got a player trapped in. Lovely nade onto ewjerkz, looking for the frag. They've got the information of that, but they're apprehensive to move around this corner, and rightfully so. Flash coming in. That'd be enough to scare the AWP off briefly, but still not quite enough to draw him away. Story trying to look for a fight here, loses his head in the process. Success found by Spirit for the first time in a long time. Down goes MUTiRiS, down goes Roman. Donk just on a tear. Always capable, looking for the last player here, of course, but yeah, not a chance for arrozdoce into this round. Even the save might be difficult for him.
Yeah, he's going to start to get flanked sooner rather than later. Donk he's hunting for that kill here. Not the right idea if he doubles back. arrozdoce is keeping himself quiet here, but Donk is checking sporadically. Oh, I think he made a step there. I don't know whether Donk heard it, though he didn't. Donk will fall. arrozdoce gets his consolation kill. That'll be all she wrote. However, Team Spirit up to a 12th map and series point here. On their map pick, Spirit showing what they're all about to continue their flawless run as well in their group. Really nice work, really consistent as well in the bulk of these buy rounds. We've already said it. It's all well and good, pick up the pistols and those type forces, but in those buy rounds, and for the most part, it's only really been one competitor.
All right, let's see then. Saw in the exact same position that they were in on Vertigo. 5 in a row going to be required. Decent buy to do it with. But they have indeed struggled all series long to keep up with the likes of Team Spirit, the likes of MUTiRiS, the likes of arrozdoce. Chopper will find the first head through a smoke spam. What are you going to do, mate? What are you going to do? You just go in for a little look and you lose your head. Yeah, no, it's really tough to be on the end of.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's just prime Team Spirit right now as well. You know what they do best. Donk going to find one more, but ewjerkz will trade. So at the very least, he isn't able to kind of run away with this one the way he did in the round prior.
Bomb has yet to commit to a bomb site. Saw trying to make the correct decision in terms of where they put their resources. Unfortunately, it looks like they will have made the incorrect one, right? Bolstering B is not the move. So, Mr. arrozdoce is going to have to do a lot to keep them in this game. Slowly making their way over on the Spirit side of things. Contacting around. Utility will come over the top. Rotations are taking a little bit of time to get going. arrozdoce just left blinded, finished easily by Zontix. That feels like it's got to be the round and therefore the game and therefore the series. Mr. Story and Mr. ewjerkz, what have you got for us? Has to be something unbelievable. Impossible, perhaps. Pete coming around towards A main. ewjerkz will manage to find the double kill. Hold the phone here. Story wins his fight. Suddenly it's Chopper all alone. He's isolated it down to a 1 versus 1. But a tough one at that. Doesn't really know where Story is coming from. Here's his footsteps now and just playing ring around the rosy. The mind games and the information starve coming in. But Story gets above him and will indeed get the defuse. Incredible. 4 versus 2 to keep Saw alive.
Yeah, well played. ewjerkz doing God's work coming through main there. Team Spirit, that post spawn actually really badly set up. They're just playing all on towards the site. Nobody gaining information, or nobody, you know, playing for those trades. And ewjerkz gets given way too much space. And well played from Story as well. In the 1v1 there, he knows he has to go quick. He knows time is of the essence. And even though Chopper's playing around Donut, there's very few places to hide. So, 12-8. Saw stay alive and actually has hindered Team Spirit in terms of their buy. They got a double Tech 9 to speak of. And we haven't seen Magic's get a kill in about 4 rounds at this point. Still on 26, which, don't get me wrong, and no bad feat at all. But hey, he's dipped up before. Good A-take. Really nice A-take, though.
Yeah, that's a good spot. Donk for the double. Looking a lot better on the post plant now, isn't it?
He wants it done. He wants it done.
Oh, goodness. ewjerkz, though. Double kill for him. It's tentative. It's not over just yet. Another hero moment maybe going to be required. Roman loses his head. Donk unkillable on the 3 HP. Just keeps it going all onto ewjerkz then. Again, it feels like smoke going to go down. Going to try for the bomb. He's actually going to tap it out. That 10-second timer is gone. He doesn't quite have the ammunition. The crosshair was there. The spray was on its way to arrozdoce. Can arrozdoce get him off the bomb, though? No, he can't. Kills him just a millisecond after the defuse comes in, and sAw will stay alive once again.
Just when you think this side is looking so damn good, and Team Spirit about to close it, another retake towards the A site. Fair play, Sword. Fair play, ewjerkz there. Nerves of steel. Nice swings all. Taps on towards the bomb around that smoke. Finds the first Zontics and dinks the Tech 9 of artfrost. Really well done. Saw staying alive, but as of course been quite expensive for them too. arrozdoce only got an MP9 to speak of it.
Zontics for an entry here. Will clear a little bit of A main, but not going to commit in just yet. Making a bit of noise. I think he's trying to draw attention towards him. Of course, A has been a hotspot for Spirit in the past few rounds, and thus sAw have bolstered the defense over there, getting aggressive, in fact, to try and get in the face of Team Spirit. But nobody around. Spirit playing this one slow, as always.
This is where they've you know, tried a couple of quick rounds, they haven't worked, and they're just slowing that tempo down. Keeping the tempo changes to keep sAw on edge, but it looks like the finish wants to be in the direction of B. Roman will find the first. ewjerkz on his own bomb dropped, but the crossfires are immaculate. Donk gonna find one, but he's taken down low.
Will it be enough? Bomb plant is not going to be the easiest. Have to get that smoke out, but there's an aggressive move coming around from ewjerkz. Plant coming in. artfrost. It's tense. Who's coming around that corner? Misses the shot completely. They're panicking a little. They are panicking a little here on the Spirit side. You can see that in the gameplay that it is starting to worry them.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this is... it's rough. I think Spirit are really struggling now. This is actually where this inability to close games in a arguably more important game where there is kind of less on the line. This is where you do get very worried about this team. And of course, kind of the inexperience, the kind of the youth of the team. Of course, mechanically very talented. Right now, really struggling to see this one off. He is a little shaky. 12-10. sAw cracked double digits, something they were struggling on map number 1 with on their own pick. On a map where statistically they struggle on. Looking better. They definitely put a lot of time and effort in towards their Anubis to try and clean it up.
It's true. It's very true. Still, one little slip will make all the difference. And Spirit have come awfully close, you have to say, right? Some of the round situations that they've had looked really, really good. Just couldn't quite convert them. So one more of those, surely they get it done. That's what they're saying. That's what they're believing. But they've allowed sAw to get in. They've allowed sAw to build momentum and confidence. These things can be difficult to deal with.
Very quiet. Spirit! Oh, that couldn't have got worse for Magix. Looks down at the ground and then pulls out a Molotov. He was trying to set up something, but he gets caught by the aggression. Story might be the same for him, though. He's in a bit of trouble. He's been hunted.
He goes down pretty quickly there. It's arrozdoce in for a double, though, that might just have pulled them back in. Donk, big kill to allow for this bomb plant now. Aggressive moves are being punished. It's all down to ewjerkz. Great little info peek from Donk there to secure his position. You know where he's coming from now. It's just a case of dealing with him up. Frost will swing out to take him down on the left eye. 13-10. A valiant effort from sAw on the comeback, but just not enough in the end. Not enough room, not enough rounds. Still felt inevitable when you have that 12-7 scoreline secured. Very nice attempt